Greetings, warriors of the kingdom. Welcome to this review of I Can't Believe I Slept With You. This series is a 3-volume Japanese manga that tells a tale of true victory that was brought forth in the glory by author Miyako Miyahara. Going into this series, you may be thinking by the title, yeah, this is going to be a sexy Yuri comedy with a true battle of romance under the bedsheets of love. Well, at least that's what I thought, because I never read the synopsis of anything I read, unless I actually do, and I thought the title was pretty self-explanatory as a synopsis. So I geared up for this sexy Yuri rom-com, and what I got was a sweet heartwarming love story that really took me by surprise, while also having that sexy Yuri comedy edge that I was expecting. So, naturally I was hooked from quite literally the first page. So, let's begin. Lost in despair and a drunken state, Chiyo had just spent the last of her savings on budget booze in preparation for her inevitable eviction from her apartment after quitting her job 3 months ago. But then, on that fateful last night, destiny knocks on the door. A silver-haired Yuri moon maiden appears. Anyway, glory transpires through that drunken night, an intimate glory we dare not speak of on YouTube, but it is glorious nonetheless. Then, on the dawn of victory, Chiyo awakens to see she had just slept with her landlady. She panics in confusion of the adorableness that lays before her on her bed, coming to the realization of what she did last night. But, in the midst of Chiyo's panicking, Chiyo's landlady offers her a sacred proposition to sleep with her and/or perform romantic acts of cuteness, and landlady will aid Chiyo in her debt. So, naturally Chiyo accepts, and the two lilies begin to bloom. I don't know about you guys, but that's a bargain, and one hell of a way to start a Yuri story, with the bang of victory. Now, on to the character section of the review. Kozuka Chiyo is your typical sort of lazy gamer girl ex-game dev, who when we are introduced to her, she is really down on her luck. Well, that is until her glorious Yuri in shining armor arrives to quite literally save the day. Sure, you could say it's in a somewhat suspect way. Anyhow, Chiyo is a cheery, bubbly girl, and at the same time a bit of a klutz, always getting herself into adorably awkward situations that one would expect a typical klutz would get into. Then we have Ritsuka Hara, aka the landlady. The landlady comes across as quite closed off in the beginning, though she is strong in heart and mind in pursuit of her desire that is Chiyo's affection. At least that's how it seems on the outside. The more you learn about the landlady, the more you begin to understand that Hara has had her heart closed off for some time, revealing this vulnerability to her character that made me feel so much empathy for this girl, hoping she succeeds in her goals. Partially also because she's on a quest to turn a straight lady gay, by loving her and being there for her. The landlady is really sweet. Anyway, Hara knows she's fighting an uphill battle to get her crush to reciprocate her feelings. I feel she has this lingering fear of being cast aside that causes her heart to be locked away, always dreading the worst outcome, and yet Hara always puts Chiyo first no matter what. In that sense, Hara is a Lily legend with a heart of Yuri steel, and she is one of my favorite Yuri heroes. I hail her glory. Now we go to the art section of the review. The art is simple and cute with a focus on character expression and body language, which makes the characters' personalities really stand out, with Hara's reserved calculator type, and Chiyo the energetically, eccentrically lazy type. And as you read, the author chucks in little art pieces of Chiyo and landlady together, cuddling in cute little costumes and sleepwear. The Lords of Lilium really appreciate that kind of thing, so gold star on the art, Miyahara. Now, on to the glory section of the review. Yes, this series is cute. Yes, it brings the glories hands down. I don't know why I love stories where the lead is like, no, I will not kneel to the way of the lily. Wait, actually, you're pretty cute, and you light up my heart with magic. Yes, I shall kneel to you and you alone. Romances where the characters resist or misunderstand their feelings and fall in love anyway. It's just so magical to watch as it happens. And Chiyo really surprised me through being a klutz and struggling to understand her feelings. She is firm in her beliefs at the start of the story that she is not attracted to women. But things begin to change as she grows closer to the landlady. She starts seeing her in a different way, and Chiyo really shows courage while navigating her new and unexpected love interest in Hara. Then the landlady sees these genuine feelings as part of the contract, and that's understandable. But I'm thinking, what about the kingdom, man? You, Lord Lady of the Lilylands, are finally getting the one ring to rule them all, and you're too afraid to see it? That Hurts my heart, dude. And with the landlady, there is so much history alluded to her character. I really wish we got to delve into her past, because her family and it seems the people around her growing up were just against her Yuri power, and I wish we could see how she lived through those experiences. Praying for it now, author. Please do a landlady prequel and/or author/director's cut. That would be glorious. That leads us to what I think holds this series back from being the best it can be. This series is a straight shooter. It only focuses on the main leads, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, while it does introduce other characters and mini side plots that don't really go anywhere. Bringing in other characters that feel more like a plot device than anything, just to get a particular point across to aid in the main romance, there to ask or answer a question, then disappear or push the plot forward by giving the main characters something to think about, then vanishing. It just feels like a really in-depth romance, but it's too condensed to really bring out its full potential, particularly with the landlady's past. I feel it would have benefited the story more if we had seen more of what happened. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed every page of this, but that's why I'm so critical on it. I think this series could have really benefited from another volume or perhaps two to help flesh everything out. But all that set aside, I Can't Believe I Slept With You is a well-written, powerfully adorable series. It was an absolute joy to watch and hail Hara and Chiyo as their love for each other empowers them to try their best and in doing so bring a sweet victory to the kingdom. So Miyaka Miyahara, I am looking forward to seeing what your next Yuri story will be, because aside from some minor flaws in this manga, the Yuri romance in this is a lovely story with an unlikely pair of Yuri heroes. For any Yuri fan, it is very much worth the read. I Can't Believe I Slept With You holds the rank of the crown and the ring, and is worthy of Yuri kings. And remember, warriors, only salvation can be found within the pages of the sacred scriptures. Hail to the kingdom of Yuri. Thank you all who watched this review. Please leave any and all feedback down with your comment comrades in the kingdom's digital mailbox below. Until next time, fare thee well.